What's going on, everyone? Talon here, and today we're going to be doing another build/review, and today we're going to be doing it on Jessica Jones. Alright, so Jessica Jones has a few problems going for her. First, she has pretty low DPS, and second, she does not have much survivability. So she has two big issues that you need to try to address. So when trying to build Jessica Jones, I think you can either go with one or the other. First would be to either help her out in the DPS department, or second would be to try to help her out in the survivability department. Personally, I went with survivability, so I went more towards a kind of dodge build with that. And then I also did, over here with the ISO, I got Stark's backing, so I do have a little bit of a heal, and then this also gives you some extra dodge and some defense. And max HP, of course, too, is also nice, so I went all defensive there. The other way would be towards all damage, so of course you would want something like Overdrive or Power the Angry Hulk. Thank you for the Dimension Rift. And that would be the other way to probably go with the ISO 8 set. I'm not sure which would be best for her, so so far I always like going with survivability, and because Jessica Jones is kind of an in-your-face attacker, like all of her skills are very, very close range. She doesn't have any ranged skills. That is why I decided to go with survivability over the damage. And now let's go ahead and take a look at her gear. So she has physical based attack, so we have physical attack or all attack here. And then we have all defense. And here I went with HP to give her more of an HP buffer. And I went with just skill cooldown here to help her out for skill cooldown. If you don't need skill cooldown, of course just go with ignore defense, because then that will help out her damage. Alright, now let's take a look at our obelisk. So, I went with a dodge obelisk, and since I had a dodge obelisk with a damage proc on it, I decided to give that to her, to help her out even in the DPS a little bit, with whatever I can do. So, now let's go ahead over here. So her skills, she doesn't have anything special with her skills. There's no buffs or anything on her skills, so they're all pretty plain. She does have a stun. And then we have just another stun here on this one. So she has two stun skills, so that can help you out some in Shadowlands. But besides that, there's nothing too special here. Her telepathic resistance, all it is 100% chance to be immune to mind damage. So also nothing too special there. So that's going to be it for her skills. So now let's take a look at her details here. Alright, so I got her up to 55% dodge. So that is pretty acceptable. Usually I like to get that around 60% if I'm building a character all towards dodge, but I have a little bit of a hybrid build because I went with HP instead of dodge on the third gear, so I could get the dodge a little bit higher, but for now this is kind of where I'm keeping her at because she's not one of my main characters that I use. Alright, so that's going to be an overlook at her gear and stats. So now let's go ahead and try her out a little bit and test out the character, kind of see what I'm talking about with her low survivability and low DPS. Alright, so here we are at floor 1 of Shadowland. So let's go ahead and see if Jessica Jones here can do any kind of damage to this floor. Where is she? There she is. Alright, so her leadership is decent. It's 25% rate when hit to be immune to physical damage for 10 seconds. The only major downside to this is it has a 45-second cooldown time, which is pretty horrible. So this is not going to proc very often or save you much at all. So let's just go ahead and give her 2 1-stars here to maybe switch to, because I do not think she's going to be able to clear this floor without help. So let's just see how far she gets. Alright, so let's see if she can even take out one of these guys. Wow, Hawkeye going and dodging my stuns, that's awesome. Alright, so the skill rotation I like to use with Jessica Jones is I use the 5th when it's available, and then I switch to 2, and then 1, and then 3 to get that stun in there. And then, of course, the 5th has a stun on it again. Normally that would be off skill cooldown if you had max skill cooldown, which I do not right now. So normally you can keep this rotation going without having any interruptions. And I am stuck on the wall. That is amazing. That wall just basically cost me the clear here, or at least beating these guys. Alright, so we're able to take out one of them. I don't think we're going to get any further than that, though. Let's see if we can get Winter Soldier. If you can target him, please. Thank you. Alright, let's see if we can't stun them. Alright, Spider-Man, can we stun you? There we go. Push him in a corner. Oh, Ant-Man, really? Did you really have to fly out of there with your dash kick? And Spider-Man's about to kill me. Awesome. Yep, there we go. Alright, so, I mean, she's not too bad. She can pretty much keep them stun locked if you get them both in the corner, so that's something. If you had full skill cooldown, or max skill cooldown of 50%, of course you can keep the rotation going the whole time. Right now I'm at 25%, so definitely a lot of room to increase my skill cooldown on her. So definitely can help you out there. But overall, she's not too strong of a character. She's close combat, so that's definitely a downside. She has only one partial iframe, so that's also a downside. So she just doesn't have the survivability, and her DPS is pretty low as well. So she kind of gets hit in two areas there. So she's definitely not going to be a character that's going to be like your main clear character for any of the Shadowlands floors, but you might use her for her leadership because it can be useful if you put it on a high DPS character because it'll help them survive a little longer. But besides that, not much use there, and definitely not going to be good in World Boss just because she has all short range skills, so you will have to be in the World Boss's face the whole time. So she's definitely going to be taking a lot of hits there and will probably die very, very fast. So that's going to be it for Shadowlands here, so let's go ahead and move on to the next thing. Alright, so here we are at World Boss. We have Corvus today as today's World Boss. We're going to go ahead and use this team here. We have Jessica Jones, we're going to be using her leadership. And then we have Luke Cage and Iron Fist for the team-up bonuses. So we get all defense and some skill cooldown here. We get all attack and some max HP, and then we get some more skill cooldown, ignore defense, and some crit rate. So she does have some pretty good links right there for her bonuses. And then we're just going to go ahead and use all ignore dodge with just Ancient One in there so we can maybe get that heal and help her survive the fight. But I'm not very confident in her making it very far in here. Hopefully we can at least get to the final phase of Corvus before she dies. But let's bring her in and just see how she does. Alright, Jessica. Let's see if you can do any damage here to Corvus. Oh, we're about to get paralyzed, aren't we? Oh, no, we didn't. That's nice. But now her physical immunity has wore off. Alright, what's the team-up skill? What is that, her first skill? Yeah, it looks like her first skill is the team-up. Come on, he's almost dead. No! Ouch. That was unpleasant, getting hit there at the end by that stupid fire. Alright. She was able to get through one phase. And now we need to avoid all this fire. Oh my gosh, can you stop with that paralysis move? It's pretty annoying. Alright, so we do have a little bit of physical immunity going on right now, but... oh, yep, there it goes. It already wore off. Oh, no, don't get paralyzed right there. Alright, we need Ancient One to drop a heal if we're going to be doing anything else here. Oh, need to get out of there. Run! Switch! Do something! There we go. Yeah, you got this level 56 Luke Cage. Take out those summons for me, that would be nice. Yeah, look at that. 56 Luke Cage putting in work here. He's doing better than Jessica Jones. Alright, let's switch back to her. Wow, switch back to her just to die. Oh my gosh, she is really, really low on health. But we made it to the last phase, so if Ancient One could drop a heal, we can get back in the game here. Alright, team up. Give me the heal, Ancient One. Oh, he gave me the heal. That is awesome. No, but now I'm gonna die. Okay, never mind. That heal was doing very well for me. That and my heals from Stark backing is helping out some too. Okay, we need to get out of here. That's a lot of fire. Alright, let's run away. Ouch, still got hit. Alright, let's see if we can get another heal from Ancient One. That'd be pretty cool. Let's hit him while he's roaring over here. Alright, you need to run away, Jessica Jones. There you go. Alright, so she's doing better than I thought. I didn't even think she would get to the last phase, to be honest. I thought she would just go up and start hitting Corvus in the face like I'm doing right now and just die instantly. Alright, well I guess we're attacking the summons. She doesn't care about Corvus. Uh-oh, this'll kill us. We need to switch. Alright. And Luke Cage is about to die here. Yep, there we go. Let's lead him over here. And there we go, back to Jessica Jones. Alright, can we get another heal from Ancient One? That would be... Uh-oh, we're about to die. Hey, she's still alive. And now she's probably dead. Okay, we need to get out of here. There's about to be some fire traps going off. Oh, she did it. Alright, Jessica Jones. That was probably pretty lucky though, because there's a lot of times when she was really close to dying, and that heal that Ancient One dropped at the beginning of that last phase there, that was pretty clutch. So definitely she's not going to be a reliable clear, and Corvus is one of the easier world bosses, so that's also something to take into account here, but she was able to do it, so that's pretty impressive actually. I did not think she would even have a chance at beating Corvus, so that's one plus there. If you play well enough, or in my case get lucky enough, you can beat any world boss with any character. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, Jessica Jones, there you go. So now let's go ahead and wrap this up, and I'll give you my final thoughts on the character. Alright, so that was my build/review on Jessica Jones. She's definitely not a top tier character by any means. Not even probably in the mid tier. She's probably one of the low tier characters in the game right now, or one of the lowest classed characters. So not one that I would recommend farming or going for, unless of course your roster is pretty much all the way built up and you're just trying to get completion for your roster, and you just want every character at 6 stars, which is kind of what I do. I want all my characters to 6 stars, so that's why I did get her built up, and I got her built up actually quite a while ago, because I do like Jessica Jones from the comics, so I kind of wanted her to be good, but she's definitely not very good in this particular game. Hopefully that means she is going to be due for a rework, and she will get a uniform as well, which would be pretty nice. So that could be something to look forward to, but as of right now, definitely not a character I would recommend investing in, because you can get her leadership with Luke Cage, so there's definitely other options if you do want that physical immunity leadership, and she is not a farmable character, and Luke Cage is a farmable character, so there's also that, because she is a bioselectors only character. So that's also something that's kind of a downside to her. So yeah, definitely not a super strong character, and I would pass on her unless you already have, like I said, a lot of your roster built up, or if you just like the character in general. You can make her work on a team, but keep in mind she's probably not going to be the main DPSer or the main character you're going to be using in that particular team. Alright, and with that being said, at the end of each of these videos, I like to suggest a character that I would like to see added to the game. And in this case, kind of keeping along the same area as Jessica Jones' universe, I'm thinking, how about Typhoid Mary? We do need some more supervillains, so she would be pretty interesting to add to the game. She has some telekinesis powers, and she also has some pyrokinesis, so she can, you know, light fires and stuff like that. So that'd actually be pretty cool. She could be another fire-based or fire damage-based character. We do have quite a few of those already, actually. I would prefer to see actually a mind damage character. Would be really cool to see added to the game, because we need some more of those, especially since you can get, you know, mind damage on Obelisk, so it'd be nice to have some more options to put those on. So that's going to be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope that helped you in deciding if you're going to do anything with Jessica Jones, or if it helped you in deciding how you're going to build your Jessica Jones if you already have her built up. And I will catch you in the next one.